Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I've decided I'd like to have a play. It's Sunday and there's nothing doing. I've got the Sunday dinner cooking, so I just thought I would do something nice in the meantime and just have a play. I've got some little nails here that I've matted ready to play with, and I've had a recent order from Temu and AliExpress. These were Temu, this was AliExpress, so I'd like to try them out today. Some inks, all different colours. They come in beautiful bottles. I'm going to show you how to use them. I also got some metallic ones from Temu. I think these were about £10 for the set of 4. I really liked these. They do need a good shake always. You need to shake them before you use them, but there's all shades of gold in these, so I really like those. And I thought we could use some of the Precious Minerals gels from Nail Couture as well. Kind of try some nuance nails, use some Vendini no wipe stone gel, a bit of chrome here and there, and just see what we come up with. So yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy my video. So first up, I have these. Let's take them out the boxes. So there's a nice green. So they're made by Hiya, I think. They weren't expensive. I am about to buy Korean inks, so I wanted to have a practice with these. This one is I think this is your blending tool to blend the colours together. Yeah, they weren't expensive, and I wanted to just try something a little bit different in some nail designs. That's a gorgeous purple. And just have a go at it and see how we get on. We've got a white in there as well. Lovely. You've got to shake them all up even as you're using them, because otherwise they just collect at the bottom and you don't get the true colour. So they've got little balls inside, you can hear them tinkling away, but yeah, they all need a really good shake. So yeah, so I've got these, so I'll just dispose of these boxes, get them out the way. And I thought I'd just do them today so that I can put them away. So first up, I'm going to try with number 214, which is an amazing mint green sparkly mineral gel. So I'm going to pop some of this on the nail. Now some of this inspiration has to come from Lauren at Inspo by Nails, because I love the nails that she does. And I wanted to have a go for myself. So you can see this is a gorgeous grey stone colour. So we'll pop that into the lamp. I did mattify the nails first because I've had these little ones a while. I've got some more on order and they were looking a little bit worse for wear, so I thought, right, I'll just mattify all of them and go from there. So yes, this one I have done, so I'll just pop that in my little lamp, balance it on there for a bit. There we go, give that a cure, and then we'll do another colour on the next one. In fact, no, I want to just go straight in. So we'll get the white. Let's get the white first of all, give it a good shake. Let's have a look and see what we can do with this nail. So I'm shaking it up and it's changed, it's gone more opaque. So let's just pop some on the nail and see what happens. So I just want a little tiny bit on there, let that dry. It air dries, so you can go back in and put a little bit more on. So this is just a matted nail, guys, there's nothing on it underneath. So we'll leave that with that, and then we'll go in and mix another colour. So we shall have, what shall we have? Let's see, that's a dark red, it's purple. Let's do a purple, give it a good old shake. Go. So let's go back in. The brushes are absolutely tiny on these, look. So we go over the white and just pop in a line. Draw in whatever you want, whatever you fancy, whatever shapes you like, and let that dry. You can even just go along a bit here. put a bit, colour it in. It's hard to do this when I'm looking through the camera. And then I think we'll try some, let's see, red. Let's try a bit of gold, shall we? So we've got this gold, this greenish gold colour. Give that a really good shake. So you always have to shake your inks and make sure you put the lid back on, because otherwise you'll just spill it everywhere, and I did that by mistake and spilled the gold everywhere, and it took me forever to clean it up, so be careful with these. So I'm just going back in with a little bit of gold to put a bit of a vein in there. This is just practice, guys. This is just relax with me on a Sunday. There we go. So it looks like you're making the right mess, but once it's dry and glossed up, it comes out amazing. I'm going to add some of this mineral gel. Let's get a little palette so that I can use a fine liner to do this. So this is a pink, a kind of nudie pink colour, and I just want a little bit of that. It's a colour change gel. It goes mood change from pink to brown. So that'll be interesting. It adds a bit of interest to the nail. I'm going in with my little 5mm liner brush. I'm just going to take a little bit on the brush, because I just want to fill it in with a little bit here and there. So we'll come back up and just spread some colour in. You can do this as much or as little as you like. So that's when you want very defined lines with the inks, this example. I'm going to show you how to blend them next with the blending gel. See? And just building up the layers as you go, it gives you a really nice effect. I'm going to take the other one out of the lamp that I've cured. Pop that down here. Do something with that shortly. This one can go in and get cured a little bit. My lamp doesn't, that's the wrong lamp I'm using today, but never mind. Let's give that one a cure. So next up, let's see what we can do. I'm going to make the nail completely white first, so that we've got a nice, it's like a paper, kind of liquid paper stuff, this is. So that we've got a nice base for blending the ink. So let's do a bit of blending. So I'm just going to put this on a thin coat like that. You could do this with any colours, guys. You do it with cat eyes. You know, cat eyes would be amazing. And inks, cat eyes and inks are really good friends. They go together so well. Let's try some red. Let's give this a real good shake again. So because it's air dry, you just wait for it to dry and then you can put your next layer on. So let's have a little bit of this juicy red. So I'm just going to blotch it on somewhere, like this. Let that air dry just for a few seconds, and then go back in and do some lines, just to enhance and deepen the colour. You can make it as deep as you like I've put loads on there. Let that run, because it will air dry, it will just sit on top. So yeah, you can create some really nice effects just by layering it on. So I'm going to show you how to blend it now with the clear. So always wipe your brush in between strokes with this. So I'm going to get a little wipe, loads of alcohol on, and just set it aside here on my tray so that I can wipe my brush in between, because otherwise I've put it back into that bottle and I'll contaminate it. So now it's air dried, so you go back in and you just touch it with this and look how soft it becomes on the edges. Look. So after telling you to wipe it before you put it back in the bottle, I just did. I put it straight back in, so I've contaminated it already. First time use. You can see that white is like a texture. It's got a raised texture on it. Really beautiful. So yeah, we can do that. And then I'm going to go in with some more metallic. Let's get some of the other gold. This is perhaps a brighter gold. In fact, let's do something else. I've decided I'm going to do a nuance with this one. So I've got some Vendini no wipe stone gel, which is gorgeous. It's thick and textured. It's actually a good dupe for the crazy thick top, but I'm not going to use that today because I've not opened it yet, so I'm just going to stick with this for now. But I'm going to get my little brush, my little 3D brush, and pop it in here. Just grab some of that gel on the brush, get it in the bristles, like this. And now I'm just going to lay some on top, like that. It's textured, it's a great wave gel. This is available on AliExpress. I did feature it in one of my videos somewhere. If you look back, you'll find it. But yeah, I just want a little shape on the end, like that. Cure that. I'm going to use my other little lamp on the side here, because I've not got a lot of space. Give that a cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then we'll do some chrome over the top and make a lovely nuance nail. I do love my wave gel. In fact, let's put a wave on this one. I'm going to first, before I do that, let's pop that there, so it's got gel on it. Because this is green with a silver, let's put some silver on first. So first, I'm going to put the paper gel on because it's a glossy top on that. So if I use this papery watercolour gel, and I mean you don't have to have that, it's just handy. So I'm just going to show you an example. I'm just going to put some on there, just where I want to put the 3D gel and the silver. So I'm going to put silver on first and let that air dry. Put some silver on first and then do the wave gel over the top to magnify it. So like this. Just put some little streaks in. Just define that shape a little bit more. And I think we'll put some gold in as well, just to bring it out. Or shall we try the copper? Let's do some copper. This one's really stuck on the bottom. So I'm going to layer it with some copper. Some very thin lines in there. Just like that. That's all I want. I don't want to blend it. I don't want anything. I'm sorry, I'm not in shot. Hang on. Is that better? Right, okay, so you can see that. So I've got a little bit of Vendini gel on there. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a blob on and let it do its own thing down the nail like that. Over the metallic gel. Grab a bit more. Just push it on like that. Because I want that magnified look once it's cured. So we can do it that way without chrome. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp. That one's done. So we'll let that dry. I'm going to give my brush a wipe. Don't waste any. Now let me go and get some chrome. And we're going to do some chroming. Just pop the lid on that so I don't cure it, because I've done that before, cured the whole pot. Rest in peace. Right, so that's that one. Put this in the bin and get some chrome. Nowadays I store my chromes like this, so I've got easy access to them at all times. I've got some Bulko flakes in there as well. So I think I may well use the Bulko flakes. So we've got some here. That will do. Just to see how that goes. So this one, I've got my little sponge. These are beautiful gold, stunning when they're on the nail. I'm just going to pick a little bit up. It flies everywhere, try not to breathe. And I'm just going to pop some on this, on the raised parts of this nail, like this. And it will stick, because the rest of the nail is matte. Just rub it in. As much or as little as you want. Actually, that's not sticking. That's very strange. Okay, let's see. Perhaps I cured it too long. Try the other one. There's not a lot of stick on that, so we'll... No, I'm going to have to top coat slightly. So I'm just going to, for these purposes, because I've used the wrong kind of stuff, which is what happens when we experiment. Just going to take that off. Oops. Take that off, and we'll do it again. So I'll do the raised areas. This one is dry. So this one is dry, this one is flat, however. So, but it has got a sticky layer. So let's try this one. I just want to put a little bit on. I've got some still on my little doodah. So you can see it sticks on the gel, on the pink, where we put the pink gel. Just to give that extra effect. So it's really pretty. So let's see. I've got so much things around me here, I don't know what I'm doing really, to be honest. Right, so I want some gel, some top gel. This one. Got a pretty top coat. So I'm just going to put a little bit on. I'm going to take some with my liner brush and just put it where I want it. Should be alright with my round brush. I just want to put a little bit on where I want it on that gel that I applied earlier. And I want like spaces and gaps and little dips. I don't want it to be flat. I'll give that 30-second to cure. I'll do the same with this one. Just give it that little bit of pizzazz, so that the flakes only go where I've put the top gel. For some reason I'm not in shot today. I don't know. I'll fix my camera. There we are. this one. This needs a top coat. Just to seal in the flakes. Right, so back to the flakes. I'll just get this wiped. Back in there. Right, so we'll get some more of those lovely flakes. Still loose, that was close. So I picked up a few. I just want to dot them onto the nail when it's raised. And it'll only go where I've put that top coat. It's not a no wipe. And these are flakes rather than chrome, so it's a little bit different, but this is what I wanted, the effect I wanted. So there you go, you've got that little raised area just right in the middle of the nail for a bit of interest. Ever so pretty. So you've got a nice nuance. You see? You can still see the gold copper coming through. Ever so pretty. Let's get some chrome out. This one's the flakes, so we'll try the chrome next. These are Boko chromes, and I think they're some of the best on the market, the best ones out there. I'm sure that they make them for the more well-known companies because they're so good. Cannot say enough about them. Right. Here we are, back in its little box. Some chrome. So this one's a pinky green shift. Chrome powder. I've got my little chrome tool. Let's see what we do with this one. Just keep rubbing away. Brush. And we've got this. And you can carry on painting that and turn it into a stone nail with that streak through it. Let's do a bit of that first before we continue. Right. So let's have a look. So this one is a brown colour. Let's have a look, see what it's like. It's a bit too chocolatey. I need something with a little bit of sparkle. Oh, wrong colour. Don't think I've brought out the right colours. Ah, here we are. So we've got 112 from the Precious Minerals, which is a really dark but sparkly colour. So I'm going to pop some on here actually. Some on my dish. Just get a little brush out and do it that way. So I've got some in my little palette. I'll put my brush in there. This is like a navy blue, kind of black, midnight, moody shade. Probably won't go very well. Actually, we'll do it on this now because I don't think it'll match that one very well. So I want to get in the gaps. If you can see there, I just want to put little hints of it in. More. just to define the middle, make it stand out a bit more. So it looks like you've put a charm on there. And I just love that look. So yeah. So let's pop that in the lamp. Okay, so we'll wipe the brush off again. Always have lots of wipes handy when you're doing this because it just gets everywhere. Okay. I'm going to use some cat eye next, I think. Some nice cat eye gel. Let's see what we can do with that. So I've got some Space Kitty here, number 5 from Max Estrada at Nail Couture. And I think I'd like to do some cat eye. So I'm going to pop some onto my palette. And we'll get the next nail. So we've got this one. So this one is prepped and ready to go. Got the wrong brush. No, actually, let's do this. Okay. Take this one out. This one is pretty much finished. Put some top coat on that and that'll be done. And I'm happy with that. It looks like a little heart in the middle. Pretty cute. Let's put that in there. Right, where are we at? This cat eye. Okay, so with the cat eye gel, I want to layer it in with some more flowers. It's not coming out the way I want it to. I'm going to just to get that off. Don't like it. Not a lot. Okay, so because I'm not happy with that, I've just taken it off. I'm going to give it a white coat of the white. And just let it air dry just to cover it over, and we'll start again. We'll probably go slightly textured because it's white. It's more like a crackle gel, this is. But yeah, that's fine. So that's just giving it a little coat of something. So I'm going to try again using my little 3D brush. This time I'm going to do a dark blue one. So I feel this brush is really big for this tiny little nail. Put one more in. So I just want that to be just the base for our flower. Put that in the lamp. Wipe my brush off. Right, so this one's finished. This has had its top coat. It's all done, lovely. Take it off the stand. Give it a little file around the edges. Go. And there's our first nail. Ever so pretty. Yeah, so that's that one. Okay. this one. I think I'm going to do a little bit more depth on this one also, so let's use the chocolate brown, I reckon. It's more of a maroon colour. And I'm going to mix it with the Space Kitty. Give it a bit of bling. Put some next to it like that. Bring my little Japanese bowl over, and as you can see I'm just mixing the two together, so I want a little bit of cat eye in that. I can bring this across as well, as this is also cat eye. Just mix it up and give myself a nice sheen. So you can see that's changed it a little bit. It's made it more pinky brown with a you know, a nice sheen to it. So yeah, let's have a go at putting that on. So I'm going to accentuate these bumps. I want to make it look 3D. So I'm just putting some in here and there around that middle part to bring out the design that we painted on earlier. So we do that. So it looks like I've covered it up, but once I hit that with the magnet, it's going to shift it all. So look. And there comes your nice pattern back and all your chrome. It just gives it that nuance, which just means a hint, a little suggestion of colour. So there we go. I'm going to blitz that now. Okay, so next I'm also going to use this colour for this nail. Waste not, want not. Let's put some more petals on. Make it more petal-like. Hit it with a magnet. I'm just going to give that a really quick cure, and then you'll see what I'm going to do next. So this is the other one. So now I'm going back to my inks, and I'm going to take this burgundy one, give it a good shake. And I'm just going to finish this nail off with a little bit of line work. And you can go on and do as much or as little as you want, but I'm just framing this. And it doesn't matter where you draw lines, you know, it's fine. It's whatever you want. So that is air dried. Can you see? It's that little nuance in the middle. A little bit more top coat on, just to seal in the ink. and I would call that nail done. Okay, so that one's dry, so we'll pop that in the lamp. Give that a cure. Okay, so now I want my liner brush. So any liner brush here would do. Let's use this one. Really must glue this on, it keeps coming off. Never mind. It's only a cheap one. But this is what I want. Now, I want to use something to outline this, so I'm going to use some black painting gel. I'm just going to get some. I have some Vetsy Ombre Art Gel. So I'm just going to pop my brush in there just a little bit. Take some out. Pop it onto my palette because it's easier to work with then. It's quite stringy, this one. Okay. So I don't normally do this. You guys, this is a first for me, painting on air. So I'm going to outline these lovely petals just on the one side. Some more black. Should have had my big magnifiers on today, but I didn't put them on because I'm not tea. So you can see that helps to form the suggestion of a flower, which is what I want. I don't want a full-blown, let's do detailed flower. I just want a suggestion of it. I'm going to put a dot in the middle, of course, and I'm just going to bring some little lines off the middle into the petals. Like this. And the cat eye is enhanced, so you can see. So it looks better. Looks better in real life than it's showing up on the camera, but yeah, we can go with that. This nail is now done. I'll just pop that in the lamp. Just take this off and clean it up and show you what I've done. Obviously I've got a sticky bit on these tiny little nails. I will display them properly at the end for you to see. So that's another one done. Okay. This one I'm perfectly happy with. I still have to cure it actually, I haven't done that yet. Let's give it a cure. This one's ready now. There we go. Put that in the lamp. Right, wipe my brush off. So now I'm going back to my chrome, obviously. And I'm going to chrome around that flower. So where's my little chroming tool? Jeez. Pick up some chrome. It should stick to the black. Now, if you find it sticking where you don't want it, you can just wipe over that with a thin brush and some alcohol. IPA would do the trick. So, oh dear, just give it a quick brush. So this one is done. It's been cured, tidied up. And I have this lovely little marble nail. So pretty. So that one's done. And this one's done. So just take it off the stand. Tidy it up. Oh, that's fine. What's that one? Like mother of pearl. Flower in the middle. Can you see? So yeah, I'm just enthralled with inks, cat eyes, 3D gel, all of that. I'm just completely enthralled with it just now. Let's do another one, shall we? I'll move this out of the way, I think, because the stand's too big for the lamp. And we'll think of something else to use. Let's use my little shaker stand that Stacey from Fifi's Half and Nails made me, because this is smaller and I'll be able to fit nails on better. So we'll put another nail. What shall we do this time? Let's see, let's do some checks. So first of all, close that. Close this, I don't want this for now. Put my things away, tidy up as I go along. And then this, I can get the lid on. Right then, so I've had a couple of new brushes. Well, I've had a couple hundred new brushes, but yeah, we'll go with a couple. I want to try them out and just try to find the other one. Got one, can't find the other one. Strange. This one might be this one. I've lost the lid probably. No, it's not that one. Okay, I've got one. I'll have to take them all out again. I really must sort this nail room out so it's workable. Here it is. Yeah, pink one and the green one. So I wanted to try using these for checks because they were listed as the Japanese style brushes. So I thought they would be ideal for doing checks on a nail. I thought we could have a go at that today. So first up, once again, I'm going to use the white ink. Because some of the brushes on these inks are small, it's actually quite easy just to use the brush that comes with the set, with the ink bottle, because it's so thin. But yeah, let's have a go. So just paint some white on first, give us our nice base, and let that air dry. Maybe do 2 coats. I think one's enough, but yeah, I'll do 2 just to make sure we've got enough coverage. So let it air dry a little bit. I also have the Couture Maxi inks as well, the basic ones. I've got them in a scoop, and can use these also with this base gel. So I'm not going to be blending anything this time. This time is just going to be pure lines. So let's get these first. Let's do the green, shall we? Let's see what size of brush it's got. Oh, it's a tiny brush, that's cool. So with checks, I've never done them before. Again, this is a first for me. With checks, you just do one line one way and one line the other. So I'm going to go down like that. I'm just going to do another one. Now that for me isn't deep enough, I want a bit more. So what I'm going to do is use this. Just dip it in and get some on my brush. That's awkward. Doesn't go in there. Right, okay. I'll use the little one. Just to continue with the smaller brushes. This is how we find out, isn't it? Just layer it up. So, go back in. Bring that brush down that line. Like that. And if you've made a mistake, you can then take your green brush and some alcohol, or brush rather, your clean up brush, and tidy it up. I wanted to make it as thick as this with a bump somewhere so I could show you how to clean it up. So just like that. I'll take it off. So easy, guys. You can do whatever you want with this. So much fun. Also got water. I think these work with water as well, but we'll find out. I'll give that a go in a minute. Right. Okay, so we've done one line one way. And I'm going to do another one, say here. Just pop it on. Just go across. Don't worry about it too much. Because we kind of want that sort of untidy kind of look. Right, that looks like a flag, doesn't it? Right, what's next? What colour shall we use next? We'll use this one. I've not used this one yet. Again, this is a lovely fine thin brush. So I'm going to do a line down here, just next to it. It's a bit shaky because my hand's shaky, but I don't care. Let's just pretend. And then we'll put a line over it here, I think. Like that. So you build it up. Let's get some to black, I think. So a bit of black. My liner brush. It's always the last one to come to. I'll use this little one, I think. Little diddy liner brush. Back into the black. Right, I'm concentrating on this one down here because this is annoying me. And then come down here. Oh yeah. So that's that one. What other colours shall we go back into green, I think? Have a bit of the green. A bit more bright. So yeah, I'm happy with these inks. They're really good, especially the metallic ones. Can't highly recommend those. These ones, I'm a bit disappointed. There's only really red and green, brown. That's about it. There's no real proper nice colours. Blue, purple, pink. You know, I want a bit of that. So that's frustrating, but it's enough to kind of get started with. And as I say, I do have some other inks anyway that consist of purples and browns and things I can get hold of. So I'm not overly bothered about that at the moment. This is just to play with. Like that. And remember to cure the black gel. That still needs curing. I'm just putting a bit more green in there. Let that dry slightly. And then I'm going to reline with the gold and we're done. Let's use this one. I haven't used this one yet. So it's not the prettiest checked nail, but I'm using the colours that I've got in front of me, which is what I promised I would do today. So I think we need something down here as well. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, yeah, it's not the best check I've ever done in my life, but, you know, I've tried it before and I'm just not that type, I don't think. So I'm going to give that a quick cure and then I'll top coat it and we'll see what we've got for sure. There we go. Okay, so next up, let's pop these there. I've got a little tray, let's pop them in a tray. Maybe that doesn't show them off very well, we'll sort it at the end. Little tiny nails. Pretty, pretty. I like those. Right, okay, so let's give this a top coat. This is just Born Pretty top coat. It's really nice when it's glossed up, I like that. So the inks just stay exactly where you put them. It's really good. I'm really loving the inks at the moment. So yeah. Secure that. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video today. These are the nails that we played with. Some nuance flower, little marble one with some flakes. We've got a tartan one. This one is also some flakes and chrome. And this one is just a mixture of marbling inks. So yeah, I've had some fun doing these. They're very pretty. They've come out really nice. I like them, especially the metallic inks. I'm not all that fussed on these ones. They're not the best, but they were good for practice, easy to use and a bit of fun. And like I said, they wipe off with some alcohol ink. And I've got some Korean ones coming very soon, hopefully in time for Christmas. So we'll be able to do some lovely nuance nails with them, but these are just a start. They are inspired by Inspo by Nails Lauren, who's a fantastic nail artist, and I wanted to try some of the things that she does. I can't not match that. It's going to take a lot of practice to do that, but I think I'm going to keep practicing because I really love this look. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye guys, as always.